Have you ever wondered what can really annoy your cat? These felines may seem mysterious and even indifferent, but there are certain human behaviors they simply cannot tolerate. Today, we will explore 7 of these behaviors that can make your cat feel uncomfortable, irritated, or even threatened. Understanding these behaviors is fundamental to strengthening the bond with your pet and ensuring that it feels safe and loved in your home. The first behavior a cat will never tolerate is being forced to interact. Cats are known for their independence and many of them prefer to interact on their own terms. Forcing affection, especially when they are hiding or clearly avoiding contact, can be very stressful for them. Just imagine, you are quietly reading a book and someone insists on striking up a conversation. Annoying, isn't it? For cats, the feeling is similar. They need space, and respecting it is fundamental for them to trust you. Moving on to the second point, physical or verbal punishment. Cats are very sensitive to tones of voice and aggressive actions. Yelling at a cat or using physical force is not only ineffective but can seriously damage your relationship. Cats respond much better to positive reinforcement and a patient, loving approach. The third attitude that cats do not tolerate is neglect in cleaning the litter box. Cats are extremely clean by nature, and a dirty litter box is not only unpleasant but can also cause stress and health problems. It's like if the bathroom you use were constantly dirty. Surely, that would bother you, right? Regular cleaning is essential for your cat's well-being. The fourth point addresses the lack of stimulation. Cats need activities that stimulate both their bodies and their minds. Lack of toys, scratching posts, or even sporadic attention can make cats feel bored and depressed. Providing an enriched environment with different forms of entertainment can make a big difference in your feline's quality of life. Now, the fifth attitude, which may surprise you, is excessive noise. Cats have much more sensitive hearing than humans. Loud sounds such as those from appliances, loud televisions, or even noisy visitors can be extremely stressful for them. Keeping the environment as calm as possible and providing a safe haven where they can hide can help your cat feel less anxious. The sixth attitude is inconsistency in daily care. Cats, like many other animals, thrive on routine. Sudden changes in feeding times, playtime, or even moments of affection can disorient and stress your pet. Establishing and maintaining a daily routine helps create a stable and predictable environment for your cat, where it can feel safe and relaxed. Finally, the seventh and last attitude a cat will never tolerate is a lack of respect for its personal space. Cats often choose specific places to rest and feel safe. Constantly invading this space or moving their personal belongings can make them feel threatened and uncomfortable. Respecting the space your cat has chosen is a sign that you understand and value its needs. Understanding and respecting these attitudes can completely transform your relationship with your cat. By avoiding behaviors they don't tolerate, you promote a happier and healthier life for your feline friend. And now, thinking about all this, do you recognize any of these attitudes in yourself? How can you improve today to ensure your cat's well-being? This reflection can be the first step towards an even more harmonious coexistence and full of happy moments alongside your pet. When we reflect on the attitudes that can negatively affect our relationship with cats, it is also essential to consider how we can proactively improve our coexistence with these very special beings. Every detail in caring for your cat not only avoids discomfort but also strengthens the bond between you. Understanding your cat's needs and peculiarities can completely transform his and your life. An effective way to deepen this understanding is to carefully observe your cat's behavior in different situations. Notice when he is more withdrawn or when he is visibly relaxed. These observations can guide you on how to interact in a way that respects his well-being and boundaries. If your cat hides under the bed when visitors arrive, for example, this is a clear sign that he prefers a calmer and quieter environment. In this case, providing a safe and quiet space for him during these occasions can help reduce stress. Furthermore, dedicating time to play with your cat daily not only helps him stay active but also strengthens your relationship. Toys that mimic hunting, such as wands with feathers or small objects that can be chased, can be particularly stimulating and fun for him. These activities are vital for your cat's physical and mental health, as they replicate natural behaviors and provide an outlet for accumulated stress and energy. Another crucial aspect is feeding. Offering a balanced diet that meets your cat's nutritional needs and maintaining regular mealtimes creates a routine your cat can rely on. This not only ensures their physical health but also contributes to their emotional stability. Cats are creatures of habit and value predictability in their daily lives. Beyond food and playtime, affection and attention at the right time are also essential. Learning to read your cat's signals when they want affection can make interaction times more enjoyable for both of you. If they approach and rub their body against your legs or jump onto your lap, these are signs that they are seeking affection. Responding to these gestures with affection, such as stroking their head or back, can make your cat feel loved and secure. Finally, it's crucial to remember that each cat is unique. What works for one may not work for another. Therefore, patience and a willingness to learn and adapt to your cat's individual needs are essential. Observing, adapting, and responding to your cat with love and respect will build a lasting bond of trust and affection. Now, considering everything we've discussed, what changes do you think could benefit your relationship with your cat? Is there any new practice you are inspired to try? Share your ideas and experiences. Perhaps your story can inspire others to improve the lives of their felines as well. Interacting with cats is a subtle art that requires observation and sensitivity. Each cat has its own personality and preferences, and recognizing this is essential to establishing a healthy and respectful relationship. Sometimes, small adjustments to the environment or the way we communicate can have a significant impact on how they respond to us. For example, consider the importance of a calm environment. Some cats may feel particularly nervous with frequent changes in their environment, such as excessive movement of people, loud noises, or alterations in furniture arrangement. Keeping the home relatively calm and stable can not only reduce the cat's stress but also strengthen its sense of security and predictability. Furthermore, the way you approach your cat can also significantly influence its behavior. Cats generally dislike being approached directly from the front, as this can be interpreted as a threat. Instead, try approaching from the side and allow it to come to you. Extending your hand slowly for it to sniff before petting it can also help build trust. The issue of privacy is another vital area. Cats value having their own space, which is often a high or hidden location where they can observe without being disturbed. Respecting this space and only interacting when the cat seems receptive are practices that demonstrate respect for its personal boundaries. Another interesting point is verbal communication. Although cats don't understand our words, they are very sensitive to tone of voice. Speaking to your cat in a soft and calming tone can help it feel more at ease. They are very perceptive creatures and respond well to peaceful and loving communication. Furthermore, it is important to consider your cat's physical health as part of overall care. Regular visits to the veterinarian, up-to-date vaccinations, and attention to any signs of illness are fundamental. A healthy cat is a happy cat, and taking care of its health is a way of showing that you care. Finally, proper nutrition is crucial. Cats need a protein-rich diet appropriate for their age, weight, and health conditions. The quality of the food you offer reflects your commitment to his health and well-being. A balanced diet not only helps maintain physical health, but also the cat's emotional stability. This journey of care and mutual respect with your cat can be incredibly rewarding. Watching your cat's unique personality blossom as he feels safe and loved in your home is one of the greatest joys for cat lovers. By adjusting your attitudes and creating a welcoming environment, you'll ensure your cat has a full and happy life by your side. So, which of these changes do you think you could implement to further improve your relationship with your cat? Is there something specific you learned today that you'd like to try? Your experiences and insights could be invaluable to other cat owners seeking to improve the lives of their feline companions. Now, let's delve into some of the specific attitudes that cats simply do not tolerate. These behaviors may seem small to us, but for cats, they have a great impact on how they perceive their environment and interact with you. First, something that may not be obvious to all cat owners is the importance of consistency in the daily routine. Cats are creatures of habit, and any abrupt change in their daily routine can be very stressful for them. This includes changes to feeding times, the location of their utensils, or even the arrangement of furniture. Maintaining a stable environment can help your cat feel safer and less anxious. Secondly, cats hate being ignored. They may seem independent, but that doesn't mean they don't need attention and regular interaction. Ignoring your cat when it's trying to get your attention can make it feel neglected or rejected. Responding to its meows, playing with it when it brings you a toy, or simply talking to it while you do your chores can strengthen your bond. Thirdly, frequent baths are generally poorly tolerated by most cats. Of course, there are exceptions, but in general, cats clean themselves and don't like the feeling of being wet. Baths can be particularly traumatic, so it's important to respect this trait unless absolutely necessary for health reasons. Fourth, cats hate being scolded with yelling or physical punishment. These actions can cause fear and distrust, and can seriously damage the relationship you have with your cat. Instead, positive reinforcement, such as praise or treats, when they do something desired, can be a much more effective and loving way to teach appropriate behaviors. Fifth, and here's the surprise, cats don't like it when you stare directly at them. In the cat world, staring is a form of aggression. If you want to show your cat that you are a friend, it's better to use a gentler approach. Blink slowly at them, which in cat language is like a smile, showing that you are friendly. Sixth, most cats don't like being handled or carried all the time. While some cats may tolerate being hugged or held for short periods, others may find this extremely uncomfortable. It's crucial to learn to read your cat's body language and respect their personal boundaries. Finally, cats have a natural aversion to dirty litter boxes. Keeping your cat's litter box clean is not only a matter of hygiene but also a matter of respecting their space. A litter box that isn't cleaned regularly can make your cat feel uncomfortable and may even lead them to avoid using it. Each of these points highlights the importance of understanding and respecting your cat's needs and feelings. By avoiding these 7 attitudes that cats don't tolerate, you'll be contributing to a more harmonious environment and a stronger relationship with your feline companion. So, which of these attitudes did you find most surprising? Did you recognize something you might be doing without realizing it that you can change to improve your relationship with your cat? After all, understanding what our feline friends value and dislike is the first step to living together more happily and healthily. It's interesting to note how small changes in our actions and environment can profoundly affect the quality of life of our cats. Now that you know some of the things they definitely dislike, you may be wondering how you can use this knowledge to further improve the environment in which your cat lives and the relationship you share. A valuable tip is to always observe your cat's reactions to different situations and adjust your behavior accordingly. For example, if you notice your cat becomes uncomfortable with houseguests, try preparing a safe haven for it, where it can feel protected and calm until it gets used to the presence of strangers. Furthermore, it's essential to stay informed about best practices in cat care, which includes understanding feline psychology. Books, scientific articles, and even conversations with veterinarians can offer valuable insights on how to keep your cat not only physically healthy but also mentally stimulated and emotionally satisfied. Another crucial point is patience. Cats, like people, have unique personalities and may need time to adapt to new routines or overcome past experiences, especially if they are rescued or have lived through stressful situations. Respecting this time and offering constant love can make all the difference. Besides avoiding attitudes that cats don't tolerate, it's equally important to promote practices that they love. This includes establishing regular playtime, which, besides being fun, helps keep your cat active and healthy. Investing in toys that stimulate their minds and allow them to exercise their natural hunting instincts is an excellent way to demonstrate your care. Finally, it's essential to remember that the relationship with a cat is a two-way street. The more you respect and understand your cat, the more it will trust and love you. This not only makes cohabitation more pleasant but also strengthens the bond between you, creating a friendship that can bring immeasurable joys to both. Now, reflect on the information we shared today. Have you identified anything you might be doing involuntarily that your cat dislikes? Is there any change you are inspired to make to improve your feline friend's life? Remember, each small step in the right direction can mean a big leap forward in your cat's happiness and well-being. What will be the first step you take on this journey of discovery and mutual respect? Have you ever stopped to think that every gesture or change in the environment can be crucial to your cat's happiness? This may seem excessive to those who don't have a feline at home, but for cat lovers, understanding and respecting the peculiarities of these animals is fundamental for harmonious coexistence. Now that we understand some of the attitudes that cats do not tolerate, we can explore how these insights can be applied daily to further improve the quality of life of our furry friends. An important aspect is feeding. Cats are known for being quite selective with food, and a sudden change in diet may be poorly received. Therefore, any alteration should be made gradually, always observing the animal's acceptance and health. Besides food, the physical environment also plays a crucial role. We have already discussed the importance of maintaining a stable routine, but it is also essential to provide a space that is safe and stimulating. This includes having appropriate areas for the cat to scratch, climb, and explore, respecting its natural hunting and play needs. Toys that mimic prey, such as toy mice or feathers, can be great for keeping your cat entertained and active. Social interaction is another key point. Although cats may seem more independent than dogs, they also need interaction and affection. Dedicate time to pet your cat, talk to it, and participate in games that stimulate its mind and body. These interaction moments not only strengthen the bond between you, but also help keep your cat mentally healthy. Another important topic is stress management. Cats can easily become stressed by changes in their environment, such as the arrival of new animals or changes in the home. It is important to introduce new things gradually and always provide the cat with a safe place where it can retreat when feeling overwhelmed. The cat's health also cannot be ignored. Regular visits to the veterinarian are essential to keep your cat healthy. In addition, paying attention to any changes in your cat's behavior or appetite can be an early sign that something is not right. Prevention is always the best approach, and attentive care can prevent bigger problems in the future. Finally, it is important to remember that each cat is unique. What works for one may not work for another. Careful observation and adaptation to your cat's individual needs are crucial. This may mean adjusting the amount of social interaction, modifying the environment, or even changing the daily routine according to your cat's preferences. So, after this journey towards a better understanding of the world of cats and how we can improve our coexistence with these special beings, how about looking at your feline friend with a new perspective? Notice the small things that can make a big difference for him and adapt your behavior to provide him with a happier and healthier life. After all, the love we receive back from our cats is one of the greatest rewards we can have. What change are you most excited to implement for your cat's well-being? Now that we are more aware of the impact of our actions and environment on our cat's well-being, we can delve deeper into specific behaviors they certainly won't tolerate. Understanding these details can help us avoid common mistakes that, even unintentionally, can disturb or even harm the physical and emotional health of our feline friends. One such behavior that cats don't tolerate is excessive or inappropriate handling. Cats, particularly, value their personal space and dislike being grabbed or carried abruptly. This can be especially true for cats who haven't been accustomed to handling from a young age. If you notice your cat withdrawing or resisting when you try to pick it up, it's important to respect this signal and offer it the chance to come to you on its own terms. Another attitude that cats don't tolerate is negligence regarding the cleanliness of the litter box. Cats are extremely clean by nature, and a dirty litter box can not only discourage them from using it but can also cause stress and health problems. It's essential to clean the litter box regularly and consider the number of cats you have at home to ensure that each one has access to a clean and hygienic space to relieve themselves. Furthermore, cats also don't appreciate loud and sudden noises. They have much more sensitive hearing than humans, and sounds like fireworks, construction work, or even noisy household appliances can be extremely stressful for them. Maintaining a calm environment and providing a safe space where they can hide during louder events can help minimize your cat's stress. Lack of mental and physical stimulation is another condition that cats don't tolerate well. Cats need regular activity and opportunities to play and explore. Lack of stimulation can lead to boredom, which in turn can result in destructive behaviors or depression. Investing in interactive toys, scratching posts, and even spending time playing with your cat can make a big difference in their quality of life. Now, we arrive at the fifth attitude, which may surprise many cat owners: the imposition of affection. While it may seem that all cats would like to receive affection at any time, the reality is that many cats are quite specific about when and how they like to be touched. Forcing affection on a cat that is not in the mood can result in anxiety and even aggression. It's fundamental to observe the signs your cat gives and respect its limits. Another important point is inconsistency in routine. cats are creatures of habit and value a predictable routine. Frequent changes in feeding, playtime, or even daily routines can cause confusion and stress. Maintaining a regular routine helps your cat feel safe and comfortable in its environment. Finally, the seventh attitude a cat will never tolerate is a lack of safe and comfortable places to rest. Cats like to have options of high and hidden places where they can rest and observe their surroundings. The absence of these spaces can make them feel exposed and anxious. Creating several resting points, with beds, cushions, or even adapted shelves, can provide your cat with a great sense of security and belonging. With this information, we hope you can create an even more welcoming and stimulating environment for your cat. Now, think about all these attitudes we discussed. Did you recognize any that need adjusting in your home? What changes do you think will bring the greatest benefits to your feline friend? Remember, understanding and respecting your cat's needs is the key to a lasting relationship full of happy moments. Now that we've explored some of the main attitudes that can irritate or even harm our cat's well-being, it's essential to reflect on how we can apply this knowledge to our daily lives. Each cat is an individual with its own preferences and sensitivities, and understanding this is fundamental to promoting a happy and healthy coexistence. Considering everything we've discussed, an important question arises: how can we continue to deepen our understanding of cat behavior and ensure we are always providing the best environment for them? The answer may lie in continuous observation and a willingness to learn and adapt to the needs of our feline friends. Furthermore, it's interesting to note how small changes in the way we interact with cats can make a significant difference in how they react to our affection and care. For example, learning to read a cat's body language when it's uncomfortable can prevent many conflicts that arise when we unknowingly cross its boundaries. Furthermore, we can also seek additional resources, such as books, specialized articles, and even consultations with veterinarians or feline behaviorists. These professionals can offer valuable and specific insights that we might not be able to identify on our own. They can help adjust the diet, environment, or even daily routines in a way that more deeply respects the cat's emotional and physical well-being. Finally, it's always helpful to remember that patience and affection are essential in the process of mutual adaptation and learning between cats and humans. Every step we take to better understand our cats strengthens the bond we have with them and contributes to an environment of respect and love. Therefore, reflecting on all these attitudes that a cat will not tolerate, it becomes clear that the secret to good coexistence lies in the continuous commitment to learn and adapt. Observing, adapting, and respecting are keywords that should guide all of us who share our lives with these incredible and mysterious beings. With this reflection, I invite you to consider: what adjustments are you willing to make to ensure your cat's happiness and well-being? How can you transform your home into a sanctuary of peace and security for your furry friend? By considering these questions, you will not only be improving your cat's life but also enriching your own experience as a caregiver and friend of such a special animal.